Hello, I'm back. Now I am praying, excuse me, that the spawn doesn't make an unwarranted or unnecessary appearance as he has been known to do. That's my boy. I love him, but he's just terribly testing at times. And I just actually wanted to say hello and discuss. I was thinking about it yesterday, and I actually really wanted to discuss something that I found quite amusing back in the day, but it wasn't so much for my poor beautiful sister. Um, Many years ago, just say many years ago, we decided to go out to a club together. We thought it would be really good. Even though we had separate friends, we did have a couple of mutual friends that we would often go out with. And this particular time, I think it was called the Baby Grand. It is located in Essendon. Nice little place. Well, I haven't been there for so long, but that was our little venue that we would sometimes go to. And I don't know why I'm telling you this, but I found it slightly amusing, and I wasn't even really a big drinker back in the day either. We usually would designate between ourselves who would drive and whatnot, and I don't believe I was driving that night, but the tequila sunrises were going down really nicely. My alcohol of choice, my liquor of choice was usually vodka, and my sister loved her KGBs and whatnot. She was just wild like that. But just this one particular evening, we went to a club, and look, there's always going to be petty females. You go into the toilet and there's a group of them, and they think they're really clever and like witty with their remarks, and just jealous, uncouth, petty women. I never behaved like that, but they're around. They're always around with their crew, and mean girls, definitely. And I don't know, one of them thought she was really smart and mentioned something about my sister, and my sister is incredibly sensitive, and I heard the comment. I won't say what it was. I can't quite be sure, but I thought, hang on, I've had a few of these tequila sunrises. I'm feeling a little bit brazen, got a little bit of self-assurance happening, and I can't be quite sure in what I remarked back to her. And I thought, I've just had enough of this, you mean pack of sheep, saying something just, it was just unnecessary. But it irked me enough to grow some proverbial balls, and I said something just really shallow back. I thought, yeah, I shouldn't entertain asses, shouldn't entertain the mules at all. But I did. And anyway, all of a sudden, this guy comes storming up to me. He grabs me around the throat, slams me back against the wall. And I can't be sure in what he was saying because his face was right in mine. He had quite a tight grasp around my throat. Obviously, well, hind thought, I'm thinking to myself, well, he is associated with that girl, a boyfriend or whatever. And, well, I don't know why he would physically assault me, and, you know, I mean, but I'm sure perhaps my sister said that I'd sort of said, he'd mentioned something like he swore at me or something, and then I've just gone, shut up, stupid. Don't talk to me, stupid. Or something. I can't recall doing that. But yes, he had grabbed me around the throat, slammed me against the wall, and he was just yelling obscenities in my face. But as he was doing that, his hand was sliding up my skirt, the other hand that he had free. And I thought, oh my God, you know, what am I going to do? So my sister slammed a glass in the back of his head. That's my girl. But anyway, yes, we were arrested and taken to the police station. And I was just furious. I thought, how can a man grab me like that? And he was actually assaulting me in the process, attempting to assault me physically as well. I mean, but like, and my twin sister, we're sitting in the lockup together, and she's going, I can't believe this, you know, this always happens. And I said to her, what are you talking about? I said, you're the one that bludgeoned him in the back of the head with a glass, Karen. Oh, I'm sorry. I said her name. But, oh my God. And so she was really unhappy. It was her first time in lockup, not mine, admittedly. But, you see, when I have a little bit of fuel via intoxication or some means, I feel so much more confident and alive. This is why I don't drink anymore, because I may become feisty or a little bit unmanageable perhaps, but I don't know. I just say what I feel, and if something's not right, I'll say what I feel, especially, you know, it's just petty behavior and horrible women there's just no need for. And this guy, oh my God, I don't know what happened to him, but like, there's my sister, my twin sister, and I sitting in lockup, and she's just really devastated. You know, I can't believe it. Why? And I'm like, you struck him. This is why, you know. And she said, but you shouldn't have mouthed off. And I said, I'm protecting you. I was protecting you. But we can laugh about it now, but what a situation to be in. I mean, just, I don't know, was it necessary? I don't think I would have changed anything. She's my sister, and if anybody offends her, then, you know, I have to come to her aid. That's what we do, even though I'm the youngest, but she's always been that much more rational. So I don't know what was happening there. Perhaps she'd had a few more KGBs. But yes, well, she embedded something into the back of his cranium. So I thought it was deserved. I mean, he was assaulting me, and I couldn't remove myself from that situation. So yeah, but we ended up in trouble for that, and it's deplorable. We wouldn't hurt a fly. We really, really would not. But the extent that you go to when you're trying to protect somebody, we talk about it now, we discuss it now, and like, I will smile. We were just, I don't know, you don't fuck with family. Perhaps if I had been sober, it would have worked out a whole lot differently, and ignoring unwanted nastiness, or, you know, just shallowness from another female. I mean, it's awful. We've dealt with that a fair bit, and I don't like it, and it's time that, you know, you stood up for yourself. And just, my God, I do not recall what I said to the girl, but, you know, she obviously had a man come up and try to enforce his macho sadism upon me, and I didn't appreciate it. I wouldn't have known how to cope if my sister hadn't have come up behind him and just whack, there you go, and off to the lockup we went. But we are not bad girls. We are not at all. It's just when push comes to shove, I would do the same for her. Perhaps even worse. Who knows? You know, but violence has never been my no, that's just not part of who I am, as I've said, regardless of my mental illness and regardless of how, you know, I would drink to suppress my anxiety. And I thought it was just reawakening some inner sense of worth and bravado inside, exhibiting, yeah, just none of that nonchalance, but just having a little bit of self-respect, and I don't know, it's just unnecessary, and that I don't drink anymore. And this is why. I mean, I've probably just been in lockup, well, honestly, perhaps under a handful of times. So, but all for different reasons. I don't think I'd change anything apart from if I was drinking at the time. But just wanted to share that with you. And I am so pleased that my spawn hasn't just barged in to make a mockery of me and whatnot. But I don't know why I wanted to share this facet of my life with you. I no longer behave that way. But given the chance or the opportunity, if it were to prevail, would I have reacted differently? I'm surmising walking away, you know, is that the mightier option to do? Just walk away from conflict, but feeling just so demoralized and incompetent. You know, I don't know, I just want to look after, well, you know, don't let those sort of issues, I don't want to let them get away. But, you know, when you're drinking, how can you handle any situation responsibly and amicably? You cannot. And just this is why I don't really have a lot of female friends. I've always... Well, it's hard when you don't really trust yourself, but you can't trust another female to enter your life, because I have had issues when I was younger and gained friendships with another female, and suddenly they don't want to be your friend anymore, and they say, I don't want to compete with you anymore. And I'm thinking, this isn't a competition, this is meant to be friendship. How can you say that to me? But my sister and I, we've struggled with that often, and it's sad, it really is. We are such sensitive, compassionate souls, and you know, we wouldn't hurt anybody at all, and friendship is certainly not a competition. And growing up with my twin sister, we were never competitive in that regard either. We appreciated how we were developing in our own way, and we would applaud each other for progresses in life. And that was, you know, I mean, people have said, oh, were you competitive, or did you ever, as twins, do you feel how the other identical twin feels? And I go, yeah, we get that real intuitive gut feeling where, how is it my mental illness playing up, or maybe I should ring my sister. I just feel I need to touch base, and then I realised that something was amiss or not quite right. But yeah, we do get that feeling about one another. But have we swapped classes when we were younger? We did on one occasion. I do believe it was in year 10, and we were at the Catholic Regional College, and it was short-lived. I think it was just the one occasion. We swapped classes. We had friends in other classes, alternate classes. So did we look entirely the same? Yeah. Well, the teachers must have thought of. I didn't really think we were overtly identical like you do see some twins, but we are in many ways, I guess, and that was quite amusing. But my sister, I don't think she was planning on ever doing it again, even though to my chagrin I would have entertained the possibility of doing that many times, but she didn't. She was a good girl, and I love her very much. And I am so thankful that there has been no intrusion or interruption, and I appreciate your time. And I thought I'd just let you know that I'm feeling okay today mentally. I had a relatively good slumber last night, and here is late afternoon. And, you know, no sign of spring. The nights are terribly frigid, like me. But thank you very much for having me. And I just wanted to give a quick shout out to my beautiful femboy, Lemon Orchid. I'm blessed to have you in my life. And I'm here for you. Got you. Got you, girl. Okay, I love you very, very much. And thank you for having me. And you are valuable and very valued. I value you. So I better go now and feed the spawn and see what he's up to. But thank you very much for having me, and I appreciate you.